Motorola's Razr Ultra 2026 has leaked. Hi, welcome to ZGadgetReview. If you're new here or if you've been here before but haven't subscribed yet, I'm on a quest to hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm going to ask you to help me out by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Motorola's Razr Ultra has been out for a few years now, and there are talks that Motorola has been successful enough to be eating some of the mobile market with their phone. The newest premium device, the Motorola Razr Ultra, will be launching later on in 2026. This is going to be the Razr 70 series, and based on previous launches, we know that there's going to most likely be an announcement sometime this month based on how the previous phones were released. And now we have a leak for the upcoming device thanks to OnLeaks. And we not only have what the phone might look like, but we also have what we can expect specs wise. These first images come from OnLeaks and Expert Pic, which are from the CAD renders. And we can see here that the phone is most likely going to have a large front screen with, of course, the foldable clamshell style that we have here for the Razr. It kind of looks like a Samsung Galaxy Flip. So here's some of the images that we can see of what we can expect. But now we have official images of what we can expect also with the specs. So as we can see here, we have two different colors for this phone. We have the Pantone Cocoa Wood. It looks like it has like a wood finish in the back. The bezels are of course brown, and it has that brownish shiny wallpaper to kind of tie in the whole idea. It is weird that it has this wood paneling color. I don't know if it's something that I will want to get, but let's look at the other one, which is purple, but the name of the color is actually the Pantone African Violet. And this one looks like it has a texture back as well. I don't think it's real texture. I just think it's stamped or painted on. It is a nice violet color. You can see the violet color on the bezels. Again, we have a wallpaper that kind of ties the whole concept. But what we can see on these new images is that the front screen is a lot smaller than the CAD renders that we saw before. So if we put the CAD renders next to what is supposed to be the official look of the phone, we can see that the screen is a lot shorter. It's not as long as it was on the CAD renders, showing you how things change between, leaks and official things. The phone doesn't look as long either. It is retaining the two front-facing cameras as we saw on the renders. And it has, I will say, interesting colors to, I guess, get people interested on the phones. But let's talk specs, because at the end of the day, that's the important thing. Will this have the specs that you want on a flagship phone? We're going to start with the front-facing display. The display that you see when the phone is closed is going to be 4 inches with a 1080 by 1272 resolution. The inner display is going to be 7 inches, and that is going to have a resolution of 2992 by 1224. The phone is most likely going to have an IP48 rating for water and dust, and both cameras seem to be equipped with a 50 megapixel sensor. Inside, we're going to get a Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which is supposed to be the same one as last year's phone, 16 gigs of RAM, starting with 512 gigs of storage. Battery is going to be larger this year. Last year's was 4700 milliamp hour battery. This year we're going to have a 5000 milliamp hour battery, and the phone is going to support 68 watts wired charging. Reports suggest that this newer phone is going to stick with the same design as last year's phone, all the way to the same chipset. The big changes that we're going to see here is the larger battery and the capacity of charging faster with the 68 watt charging. Besides that, you're going to have the same phone as you had last year. As we can see, there is a trend. We first looked at the Pixel, which is going to keep the same design as last year's, except for minor changes again. We're going to look at the iPhone 18 as well, which I also did a video on, which also looks exactly the same as the iPhone 17. The only things that are going to change are the SoC and a larger battery. And now we have the Motorola Razr Ultra doing the same thing, just a bigger battery and, the faster charging, but everything else is pretty much the same. And I'm really wondering if the reason why this is happening is because of all the issues with the AI RAM shortage. It's easier to keep the thing that you know how much it's going to cost to make versus trying to go with something brand new and having to find the resources for it. But it is interesting that we're going to see a phone again from a different company that sticks with the same design as the previous year. The expectation is that the phone might cost a little bit more than last year's. Again, as I said earlier, last year's phone was $1299. Maybe because of the RAM, this will go up to $1399, or maybe $1350 will be, I think, a good balance price-wise. Again, we can expect this phone to be out in the next few months, right? Announced in the next few months. And if you want a foldable phone, like if you like the idea of having a clamshell phone, that this is a good alternative because you're getting Android without a lot of skinning like Samsung does. I mean, unlike Samsung does, I feel like Samsung phones are very bloated with a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily need. And so I think it's a good choice for people who are looking for an Android device that isn't Samsung. What do you think about this Motorola leak? Are you a fan of the Razr phones? Let me know in the comment section. That is it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if it helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.